today's production of MasterBerk Theatre, I present to you a scene from Bleeding Violet by dear Reeves. Rosalie stared warily at the bowl I set before her, prodding the contents with a spoon. "What is this?" "Stew," I said, in front of my own steaming bowl. She swallowed a hesitant mouthful, then relaxed. "Your father fixed me a bear meat sandwich once. Been kinda leery of Finnish cuisine ever since." "What's wrong with bear meat sandwiches?" I asked, curious. She gave me a long look. From now on, I do the cooking. If she wanted an argument, she wouldn't get one from me. I couldn't believe she'd volunteered to do something so domestic in the first place. After giving me milk and cookies that first day, she'd left me to fend for myself. "What was all that racket you were making?" she asked. "I just finished putting my room together," I said, bouncing in the chair. "I had to borrow the armoire from your office, since I don't have a closet. But even still, all my furniture fits perfectly, even the sewing machine, like the room was made for me." "It wasn't made for you. Don't go getting too attached to that room." "You said I could stay for 2 weeks, and that's..." Her spoon clattered to the floor. "You took my armoire?" "I needed a place to store my clothes. I had all my books in that armoire." I saw hundreds of books, several in German and Dutch, and endless stacks of bound manuscripts had crammed the armoire. I'd sweated through my cameys, removing them all. "I stacked them neatly on the floor," I said, so she wouldn't think I was a slob. Rosalie pushed away from the table, chair legs squealing angrily against the tile. I thought she was going to go into her office to see what I'd done with her books, but instead she did not. She went up to my room and did a slow 360-degree turn. "Why is everything purple?" "It was Papa's favorite color. You've painted my armoire purple." It would have clashed otherwise. She was making me feel like I'd murdered her best friend. "Why don't we go finish that stew, before it congeals?" Anything to get her out of my room before she decided to take back her armoire. And to hell with that. It had taken me 40 minutes to wrestle up the stairs. I'd earned that armoire. Rosalie, looking like the only survivor of a train wreck, followed me downstairs. I tried to lead her by the hand, but she wouldn't let me touch her. She was almost shy about it, the way she tucked her hands into her armpits, hiding them from sight. She was like the moon. Part of her was always hidden away. She sat at the table and stared at her spoonless stew. "Take mine." I handed her my spoon and stood to get another for myself. A thrill shivered my spine as I watched her take my spoon into her mouth, watched her swallow my germs as though they were old friends. "Did you like it, at least?" I asked when I took my seat. "Like what?" "My room, the layout, the design. It's fabulous." "Thanks," I said, ignoring the sarcasm. I waved my hand at her kitchen door. "I noticed you liked the Scandinavian style." "So do I." "You are Scandinavian. Then you must like me too." I immediately regretted having set myself up so perfectly for what was sure to be a devastating put-down. But Rosalie didn't say anything mean. She didn't say anything. She just chewed and didn't say no. She didn't say yes, but she didn't say no.